I remember as a kid going to church one day after we'd finished milking the cows. We're on our way, my dad noticed that a cow had gotten out into the road, so we had to stop, put the cow back in the lot. We got to church, and we laugh about this to this day. My dad had this clean white shirt on, and on the cuff of one of the sleeves was a patch of cow manure. And we've used that as the image for him, like I say, till this day. And I wish he were alive to enjoy this moment. That cows, and particularly cow farts, are at the center of the debate on how we're going to save the planet. Now, science tells us that 40% of the methane in the atmosphere, which is a pollutant, comes from cow farts and belches. And I understand, listen, cows have 4 stomachs. They're chewing the cud. I mean, the churning and the burning is producing some real gas. No science deniers here. Now, climate change policy, which really began exactly 4 years ago this month when the Green New Deal was announced by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the cute, lovable one, and the old white guy, Senator from Massachusetts, Ed Markey. Now, the Green New Deal brought 2 new phrases to us. One was climate change policy. We really began ramping it up then. Also, the other word, trillions, because this thing was going to cost trillions of dollars. Never to mention, it was insane and completely unachievable. Yet, we continue to vote people who propose this kind of crap even now. So when it comes back to the cows, the left says, listen, we got to reduce the production of cows. And so the milk, they're suggesting almond milk and soy milk, and I'm sure insect milk is coming. The beef, there's alternatives, and really just reduce your consumption at a minimum. They would encourage you to become vegetarians because we need to reduce the production of cows. Now, see, I am a capitalist. I am completely on the other end of this thing, plus a guy with real common sense, which I call genius. There's still 1 billion people starving in the world. I don't know about you, but it seems like milk and beef would be handy to have when you got people starving. Just me. But what most people don't realize, and this is why cow farts, they are a sweet aroma to capitalists like me. It's not just milk and beef coming from these things. There are thousands of items in our lives that makes our lives better, that literally saves our lives, that comes from cows. Every inch of a cow is used. I mean, the bones, the horns, the skin, leather, ever heard of that? Upholstery and ball gloves, everything in the world. I mean, even the intestines are used to make surgical equipment like sutures and other things. Thousands. We could spend days talking about how the things in a cow makes life better. And it saves lives. It's the most insane argument I think I've ever heard. And you know what? They say they've come up with these, they're literally called gas bags. You attach them to a cow's butt, collects the gas, and I'm not sure what you do with it. And I'm thinking, man, that would be a great first job for Greta Thunberg. She could have a green energy job and make money at the same time. I mean, what would be better than that? Bottom line, though, for you, please, people, quit voting for anyone that will talk about climate change policy, Green New Deal, or anything else. It is disastrous, not just for our economy, but it will literally kill people.